Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a tea empties video. I have a handful of teas that I have finished up this month and only 2 of them are batiki. So some of these you can actually get, and so my opinions will be useful for you. So let's get started. The first one I do not actually have here physically to show you because we recycled the box for it, but it is the Builder's Tea, or Make Mine a Builder's Tea, that I got in the Try the World England box, and I really enjoyed this one. As it got, when it got closer to its expiration date, or the sort of use by date, it got a little less potent, I guess. I'm not really sure. And I know that the reason why is because it was not in an airtight container, because teas last better when you have them in airtight containers, and we just kept it in the box it came in, and the way that it was packaged didn't have any sort of plastic wrap or anything to reseal in the box. So that was a downside to the packaging itself, but the tea was delicious and surprised me because I'm not always the biggest fan of bag teas, but I did really like this one, and it was a great, quick in the morning cup of tea, and it was strong, and I really liked it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get the 2 batiki teas out of the way. The first one is, of course, a pistachio tea, but not the one you think it is. This is Pistachio Horizon, and this was just sort of like a, the tea leaves were really weird. They were like these tiny, looked like little seeds. I'm not exactly sure what kind of tea it was, but I really enjoyed it. It was, it has stronger flavor than the pistachio ice cream tea, and it leaned a little bit bitter, but that might have been that the water was too hot or something like that, because I was predominantly making this at work, but I really liked it, and I especially liked to drink this while I ate fruit for some reason. I thought the combination was really great. The second one is the blackberry cordial, and this one was like a black tea with blackberry flavoring. It was okay, not my favorite of Stacy's teas. I like the I can't remember which one it is, but there's another blackberry tea that I've had that I liked more than this one, but it was okay. Again, Batiki has closed up shop and Stacy has moved on to other things, so unfortunately you can't get either of these teas anymore, but they were good while they lasted. And the last one is one that I received a while ago from a tea friend on Steepster, and that is Cucumber, or Cool Cucumber, by DAVIDsTEA. I don't have a DAVIDsTEA anywhere near me. They're not even in the same state as me, which is unfortunate, but I was lucky enough to have a friend from actually Canada send me quite a few DAVIDsTEAs to try out, and I've tried some other ones in swap boxes and stuff, but I really enjoyed this one. When I first got it, I thought black tea that's cucumber flavored. I think I thought maybe because cucumber is sort of like a green flavor that it would have gone better with green tea, but the more I thought about it, the more I thought that cucumber, especially the cucumber in this, would have really overpowered a green tea. So it worked really well with the black tea. It had, I want to say, a little bit of mint or something in it. Actually, it doesn't. It has honeydew and cucumber and sunflower and blue mallow blossom, which I don't know what that is. But it doesn't have mint in it, but to me it tasted slightly minty for some reason. I thought that this was really refreshing. I never did get to try it iced because I enjoyed it too much hot, but I imagine that it would make a really great cup of iced tea. So now I did want to mention a couple of the teas that I have been reaching for the most recently. 2 of them are from my most recent haul, which was my Harney Sons New York City haul, which I will link in a card up here. So go check that out if you want to hear more about the Harney Sons teas that I got and my experience at the Soho store. But the 2 that I have been reaching for majorly are Royal Wedding and Palm Court. And like I said in my haul video, Palm Court is actually the Titanic blend in loose leaf form. So they just take the Palm Court and package it for the Titanic commemorative tin, and I had always loved that Titanic tea, but I didn't really want any more bag tea, and this is the same thing. It's really great, rich black tea. It's a combination of 4 different black teas, and I really like how smooth and just bold it is. So this is just a really good black tea. And then the Royal Wedding Tea, I think I said this in that haul video, is, to me, tastes like a cookie. It's just a really light flavor, and it's sort of like desserty, and I find that it's a really good evening tea if I still want a little bit of caffeine in the evening, but I don't want something super bold or with a whole lot of like intense flavor. This one is a nice light tea. Now, right after I said that I didn't want a whole lot of bagged teas, I do have 2 bagged teas to show you. Both of them are teas that my fiance brought into the house because obviously when he moved in, we combined our tea collections, and so I got a lot more tea in my collection than I had before, which I think we all know didn't really need to happen, but he was a tea drinker before we started dating, so he has a lot of tea. So the first one is a raspberry white tea, and this is by New Delhi Tea and Coffee Company. I'm not exactly sure where he got this, but it's a really nice light raspberry white tea that is good any time of the day. The raspberry flavor is not cloying, it's not sweet, over sweet, it's just enough that you know it's a raspberry tea, but it doesn't overpower the white tea flavor, and I really like that about this. And so I have been reaching for this a lot, especially to take to work, where it's easier to have a bagged tea sometimes than it is to take all the stuff to do loose leaf tea. Okay, and the last one is one that is also from my fiance's collection, and this is one that he personally doesn't like, but I really love. And the funny thing is that he is actually a big mint tea drinker, whereas I am not. I don't like mint tea, and I think it's that I don't really like spearmint, and that's what a lot of mint teas are. But this one is the Tao So Refresh tea, and it is a blend of mint and a pinch of tarragon, and for some reason that pinch of tarragon is a game changer. So if you are not a fan of mint teas, but you wanted something sort of like refreshing or something that would settle your stomach, this is a really good herbal mint tea that doesn't taste really mint, and it does not have licorice root in it, which a lot of mint teas have licorice root in it, which is what gives it that sort of overly sweet kind of stevia taste that I personally am not a fan of. This one doesn't have that, and I can't explain the tarragon. Like, there is a slight like savory flavor maybe to it, but it's not enough to make it not like a sweet mint tea. So I really like this one, even though I'm not a mint tea drinker. Alright, so that is it for teas today. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love doing my most reach for teas because I feel like those are the ones that I really want to talk about, and it's also a good way to show you a bit of variety and teas that you can actually buy, because I do reach for my batik teas a lot, but I try not to show them as much on this channel anymore because I know you guys can't get them, and that can be really disappointing. So let me know in the comments what teas you've been reaching for lately, and I will see you next time.